that. Joining me now, attorney Rachel Fiset, who's been following this case. First of all, what do you think is the most compelling piece of evidence prosecutors have revealed? Is it the DNA?
I do think it's the DNA. DNA is, while sometimes can be subject to question in court, it is such a clear link. It is so unlikely to be someone else's once you have the testing done. And why would his DNA be found on a burlap sack? And that, to me, is such a direct link. There's more than the car, more than what other witnesses are seeing. That direct link really ties him to at least one of the crimes. And that could be just the building block of the rest of the case.
Is it peculiar at all that his wife's hair, prosecutors say, was also found at the crime scene on one of the victims?
I don't think that's peculiar. You're not quite sure what kind of hair you have on you at any time. It doesn't necessarily place her at the scene at all. It just means that he was living in one home and went to the other. The little particles we pick up here and there, including hair, is just not unusual to be seen in both places. And so I think that just actually makes it a clearer link to him as it relates to the victim.
What does it tell you that Ray Tierney, the district attorney, has chosen to lead the prosecution's case on this? How significant is that move?
Oh, this case is huge, and he is responsible for the prosecution, and it appears he is taking no chances with any other DA on the case. Obviously, he is in charge of his team, and he has elected to spend his time in this way. And that makes a lot of sense given the gravity, significance, and frankly, the public's interest in this crime.
Let's talk about the wife in this situation. She claims that she has no knowledge of any of this, the allegations against her husband. Her house was turned upside down. How key will she be for the prosecution as they lay out the evidence and bring in witnesses?
I think she'll be key in that she can possibly provide alibis or not place him at the scene. She may crumble under the pressure of a cross exam. She probably did not know what was going on. I mean, she would have to truly also be the same type of person that he is, which is extreme and awful and hideous, in order for her to have known. But maybe she was looking the other way. They'll probably go through some strange behaviors, but they might, if she is not cooperative, they might just generally leave her alone in some aspects.
And one final question for you. The Washington Post reporting there was infighting between police and prosecutors. It took a long time to name a suspect in this case. How will the defense use that to their advantage?
I find that information incredibly significant, and it will help the defense. And they will find various ways that evidence could have been tainted or the reasons why evidence wasn't used. And they will be able to use that information to really test the credibility of the police, the prosecution, the detective, and the investigation over the last 13 years. So that evidence might actually be the defense's best defense against these crimes, which is to distract the jury with this kind of information and really test the credibility and verifiability of the evidence that they have now gathered.
Rachel, this is going to be such a big case with national attention on it, already is. Thank you, as always, Rachel Fiset.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.